What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 400 and edition at number 126 of Friday Night Genesis here on a Saturday night, as unfortunately I was up yesterday, but here we are, my fine feathered friends, for an action-packed card as always, as things are getting underway with some six-man tag team action. The Good Brothers team with Jaquan Shea, team champions, to take on D'Angelo Prince and Brule. And we are certainly on the road to Homecoming 3, which is just 8 days away. Next Sunday, June the 5th, it all goes down. Perhaps the biggest card in season drop. I haven't seen you in a good while, my friend. Welcome back. But of course, we are also now on the road to the grandest stage of them all, Ascendant 6. Just 11 weeks away, my fine feathered friends. I am so excited. The show of shows, the showcase of immortals. Just a little bit over 2 months. Super excited. But of course, tonight we have to look forward to our main event, guys. The finals of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational, as Reese Ortiz and Josh will finally come face-to-face, head-to-head, one-on-one, with the winner, of course, earning that Alpha World Championship match next month at the Genesis exclusive pay-per-view Cause and Effect. Whom will be champion come then is the question that will be answered at Homecoming 3, of course, when Royal Rumble winner El Jefe takes on the champion, the Bloody Brick, Chris Andrews. Andrews, of course, not in action tonight. I'm sure he'll be watching, though, from the local pub, seeing exactly who will be next in line for a shot at his title, because I'm sure the Brit is very confident that he'll be able to retain against his vintage good friend El Jefe. El Jefe is in action tonight. In fact, up next, he goes one-on-one with John Reedus. Here come the CMV World Tag Team Champions, Xander Slate, Randy Borton, the Good Brothers. Xander Slate, of course, is set for action at Homecoming singles action. He goes one-on-one with unmatched Ricky Spanish. I should say from unmatched, not unmatched. A lot of great action on tonight's show. We've got Adam Valentine, guys, going one-on-one with international champion Dallas Steele. Also a first-time encounter between No Fun Martini and Matsuda Tanaka. Whenever Britt's not scheduled to compete, you know he's at a local pub. The Good Brothers are waiting the arrival of their tag team partner for tonight, the man who has been on an absolutely amazing tear since returning from injury near 2 months ago. Jaquan Shea, the CMV Anarchy champion, winning the title 2 weeks ago in a ladder match off of Samuel Boone, and of course is scheduled to face D'Angelo Prince at Homecoming 3 on the pre-show, and announced at the top of the show, guys, General Manager Castle Faith telling me that it is going to be a title match. D'Angelo Prince has been riding a wave of momentum that, of course, included a big win last week over Brett Angel. What up, Soul? Big Al. Yeah, of course, D'Angelo Prince and Brett Angel, before their match last week, had a little bit of a heated encounter. And again, earlier tonight before the show started, D'Angelo Prince interrupted Brule while they were eating, while they were at the catering area. Got in their faces, and suffice to say, it's not exactly an easy alliance between the three tonight. But I'm sure D'Angelo Prince, former Anarchy champion, is excited to know the title will be on the line when he comes face-to-face with Shea next Sunday. You did not rage. This is the opening matchup, my friend. That is the tertiary main event, so it's a good while off. But welcome. And of course, guys, certainly a change to tonight's card in our co-main event. We were supposed to see Deshaun Porter of the ATL go one-on-one with Elijah Stewart, but following Bob Luger's vicious assault on the Good Vibes Kid at the top of the show, Elijah has been taken to a local medical facility, and so filling in for him tonight will instead be Sam Valentine. But we certainly hope Elijah Stewart has a quick and speedy recovery. It would be a damn shame if his match at Homecoming 3 with Bob Luger gets canceled. Probably the most hyped match on that card. But Bob Luger, man, he just let loose tonight. Wrapped a steel chair around Elijah's neck and kicked him right in the head. Bob Luger, of course, been reprimanded and been taken away as well. If I had my way, it would be every match on every single show, SVR. But here comes Brule. Brett Angel, after trying his hand successfully at becoming a referee, then last week attempted to return to singles action, was his first singles match in over half a year. And obviously it didn't exactly go his way. And our first tweet of the evening comes from Reese Ortiz, who says, "No, I didn't let Ziegler into the arena. I just took advantage of the situation. Anyone who says they wouldn't have done the same is a blatant liar." Reese Ortiz, of course, referring to the fact that Jacob Ziegler somehow found his way into the Genesis Arena tonight and assaulted Josh Wolf backstage while Wolf and Reese Ortiz were in a heated altercation with one another. I have been told that Josh Wolf is resting up currently in the medical area. Wolf saying he doesn't care if he's injured or not. He's still competing tonight, but obviously Ziegler getting a bit of payback for Josh Wolf attempting to attack him earlier this week on Fusion. Definitely has to give Ortiz somewhat of an advantage in our main event, though, but right now we're kicking off the show, six-man tag team action, as it'll be Xander Slate, one half of the World Tag Team Champs, clashing with D'Angelo Prince, guys. So this is an interesting situation, actually, because last season on Fusion, both these men were a part of the Cyborg Invitational. And Xander Slate actually attacked and injured D'Angelo Prince backstage to not only take him out of the Invitational, but also put him on the shelf. So definitely an opportunity here for Prince to get some long-awaited payback, but so far Xander Slate is starting things off strong against the #1 contender for the Anarchy Championship. Single underhook DDT to fire back, though, by Prince right there as D'Angelo follows it up with a stomp to the chest. Now grabs Xander by arm and leg, brings him away from his corner as he brings him up to his feet. Face to face they stand. Scoop slam, but the OG Dirty Heel drops down behind. Stomp to the quad, and now Xander gonna fire off with a Samoan drop. Xander Slate certainly has a lot to look forward to next Sunday at Homecoming 3. The beef between he and Ricky Spanish been boiling for months now. All comes to a head at the last pay-per-view of the year. Tag now to Anarchy Champion Jaquan Shea. Tag team effort between Shea and Slate. Interestingly enough, double back elbow, but D'Angelo Prince uses the opportunity that Jaquan wastes taunting. Hot tag to Dulé, who comes in. Clothesline takes the Anarchy Champion off his seat. Another clothesline and a third clothesline. Jaquan Shea, since returning from injury 2 months ago, has been unbeaten, unpinned, and unsubmitted. Belly to belly right there by Big Zaire. Now Dulé sort of circling Jaquan Shea, almost like a shark in the water, smells the blood, but wasted too much time. Jaquan with a beautiful Hurricane Rana there. Back up to a vertical base, ducks a clothesline, gets it anyhow. Trip up by Jaquan, now has an opening as he grabs Zaire by the sides of his head, looks to bring him up to his feet, instead gonna get a short arm clothesline. Zaire takes back control. Irish whip into the corner, looking for a tag to one of his teammates, perhaps to Brett Angel. No to D'Angelo Prince. And some teamwork now between these two. What the fuck is this? Holy shit! What an incredible tag team effort between Zaire and Prince with that, what was that, like a double Uranagi, I guess, in a way. Now to the ring apron, D'Angelo Prince looks to fly through the air. Nice clothesline. Shea desperately looks for a tag, finally gonna get one to Xander Slate. The Show charges in, clothesline runs down D'Angelo. Now a big boot, but misses it for him. Smash to pay, rebounds off the ropes, air to the throne. The former Anarchy champion looking to become a two-time champ next Sunday. Looking for the win right here, but only gets a 1 count. What's up, Suntan? You are just in time, only a couple minutes into this matchup. Xander Slate with a punch to the gut there of D'Angelo. Another clothesline, this time ducked though. And now a clothesline attempted towards Slate. Over the top rope, falls down to the outside. Eliminated from the Royal Rumble. What up, Diamond? Xander Slate not going to give D'Angelo a whole lot of time to rest, but he best be weary of Dule Zaire, who has his eyes on Xander. You know, the Good Brothers and Brule have a little bit of history earlier this season. The Good Brothers were actually the first team to be able to defeat Brule, and then brutally attack them afterwards. D'Angelo Prince looking to crawl away from Xander's offense. These relentless stomps down onto the back of his knees. And a tweet here now, guys, from Josh Wilt says, Ortiz is an antagonistic person. He's been that way throughout the Invitational. It got to everyone else, but it won't get to me. In the end, the only thing that can cause me to lose this match is error, as now Randy Orton distracting D'Angelo Prince allows Jaquan Shea to pull up a beautiful dropkick while Xander Slate looks to recuperate. Meanwhile, Brett Angel really wants this tag, but Prince seems to be out of it. So Josh Wolf said he's not going to let Reese Ortiz's mind games get to him. As Xander now with his aggressive side shining through, mounting. D'Angelo Prince unloading with some, those elbows got right through. Those were clean as hell. Brought up to his seat. Xander Slate, guys, in control, tries to shoot in, taking overhead with the fireman's carry instead. Counter for counter now, back and forth. Late part of this matchup, D'Angelo Prince maybe looks to bring it home. Irish whip into the corner, tag to one of the members of Brule. No, Xander Slate says, not today, my friend. Scoop slam attempted. D'Angelo drops down behind, slaps the tip, reverse DDT. D'Angelo creating a little bit of distance, maybe looking for the coronation. Right now, like an ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Trying not to let Xander Slate or anybody else in this matchup see that he's hurt. There it is! Coronation! Coronation! To the OG Dirty Heel. Doesn't go for the pin though, oddly enough. Instead, looks to continue the damage on Slate. I guess knows it's going to take a lot more than that to keep him down. Nice little airplane spin, transitioned into a TKO as Xander looks for a hot tag to one of his partners. D'Angelo stops him, but Xander reels him in. What up, Batman? Hot tag now attempted by D'Angelo. Instead, a lateral press pin by Xander. Will it be enough? No, only a 1 count. Grabbing him by the back of the head, and look at this. Relentlessly stomping D'Angelo in the chest, and a big forearm smash then to the side of the head. D'Angelo, guys, seems to be out of it as Xander looks to continue the attack. D'Angelo backs him into the corner, and now a backslide driver into the pin as well. Could D'Angelo possibly steal the win? Just a 1 count. 6-man tag team action to open up this edition of Genesis number 126, and Xander just caught another coronation kick to the side of the head. The OG Dirty Heel is definitely out of it right now. He has got to figure out a way to break free and get to his corner, maybe tag in Borton. He's yet to be tagged in. Prince again tries for a tag to Brett Angel, but Xander Slate doing a very good job of not letting him. Now look at the strength of the Show with a deadlift. Looked like he was going for a German suplex, instead popped it up into a back suplex. Oh, now Xander, guys, with the future shock DDT. D'Angelo Prince just crumpling to the side, absolutely motionless, right in front of D'Angelo Dulles there. They can't do anything. They're helpless. Scoop slam now attempted by Xander. Gave D'Angelo too much time to recuperate, though. Comes in from behind looking for a double knee backstabber. Xander Slate clocks him in the side of the head with an elbow. Vertical suplex, but not just one. Gonna go for 3 amigos here is Slate, and successfully executed. D'Angelo's in a world of pain. Xander Slate allows D'Angelo Prince to make the tag. Maybe he wants to get his hands on Brett Angel. What a singles matchup. This would be probably a dream match for a lot of people. Brett Angel's hot tag getting shut down real quick with that power bomb. Kick to the midsection. Now a future shock DDT for the Outcast. Brett Angel seems to be completely out of it as he's dragged by arm and leg away from the ropes, and Slate gonna try for the pin. A hook in the leg. Not even a 1 count. Going after that arm in a way the human body is simply not meant to bend. Slate ruthlessly stomping on the wrist of Angel. Now gonna bring him up to his feet. Look at the raw power of Slate, man. This has not been going Brett Angel's way since he tagged in at wayside slam Jaquan Shea. Taking a little bit of a breather, I guess. Brought up to his feet, clean Slate, but Brett Angel clutches, reverses when it matters the most. As Xander was cocking up for the discus clothesline. Oh, now an Irish whipper to the corner, perhaps looks for a tag to Dulé. Yes! I don't remember what this is called. I believe it is White Chocolate Rain, if I remember correctly. The Catapult Meteora. They haven't hit that in so long. Zaire now to the pin, but Borton should be able to break that up real easy. Misses the breakup, though! Oh, that might have really cost the Good Brothers and Shea. Had Xander not been able to dig down deep and kick out on his own, D'Angelo takes out Borton. As now it is Slate with a single knee gutbuster. Now Xander able to retake control. Big old spine buster. Don't like the way that Xander Slate stared at Dulé's dick there. Oh, now Slate with the clean Slate to Zaire. Lateral press as well. First Xander trashes his bar. Now he looks to pin him in the 6-man tag, but Zaire is able to power out. But Slate giving no fucks. Clean Slate again to Zaire. One, but Angel comes in to make the save of his best friend and tag team partners. Borton and Brett Angel obviously have a long history. Zaire is hurt for certain right now, and Slate's been in there a long time. Wants to make a tag to Jaquan Shea. Borton still has not been legal, by the way. As referee Perry White argues with D'Angelo Prince, Zaire takes out Xander with a shin breaker back suplex combination. Irish whipper to the corner now. Slowly approaches, does Zaire. Tag to Brett Angel, switching places. Once again, Brûlé delivering the pain to the OG Dirty Heel, White Chocolate Rain. Xander's out of it, but again, Borton, unless he botches again, which he does. Oh my God, that's great. Oh! Luckily, he makes up for it. What was looking like it was going to be a 3 count. Brett Angel a bit pissed off about that. Gonna make Borton pay. Iron Claw. Grabbing at the ribs through the skin of the milkman. Angel taking out both the Good Brothers. Maybe forgetting that Slate's the legal man, though. Brett Angel still seemingly not done with Randy Borton, and now Slate back to his feet, able to capitalize on the distraction with a reverse mat slam. Xander maybe finally wants to make a tag to Borton, but Brett Angel's big fat body is in the way. He's trying to. I don't know what's happening now. I think Red Angel's arm is going through Xander's dick. I do not like what is happening here, folks. Oh, Borton tagging himself in. Xander seems a bit miffed. Nice. Counter there. Ooh, and a kip up by Angel. All right, baby. Punch to the back of the head. The Outcast now with a hard Irish whip sends Borton tumbling down to the outside. Headbutt to the top of Borton's head. Remember, this is a normal 6-man tag, so countouts, disqualifications are in effect as Red Angel just got his head doinked off that apron. The double boot stop. Will we get a vintage Borton moment right here? Yes, we will. The kick to the chest to follow through. Borton looks to continue his crusade. Counters into an Irish whip though. Does Red Angel at the count of 4. Angel tries for a powerbomb. Facebuster though by Borton in reverse. Now a count of 5. And we are getting into dangerous territory here. Slipping into the deep end. Seven count, guys. These two have got to bring the fight back into the ring. Otherwise, we're going to get that tainted finish. I'm sure Chris Andrews watching from the pub. Whoa, it'll be a legit way to win. Borton stopping Angel from making a hot tag to Prince. Elbow to the midsection, though. So far, D'Angelo and Brule have been working reasonably well together. Oh, and Brett Angel, guys, now paying homage. Oh, I thought he was going to go for Drown the Orchids instead. Woo! What a tackle that was by the Outcast. He is pumping himself up. Angel's rolling, baby. Counters does Borton as Brett Angel was possibly looking for a tag to Dule Zaire. Now it's the Milkman who wants a tag. We're going to get this vintage 6-man tag team match spot. And Perry White takes his bump for the night. Meanwhile, a tag to Zaire. What is this now, my Brule? Double back elbow. What the fuck is it? Woo! Moonsault by Zaire and fist drop by Angel. What up, Dino, my friend? Hot tag though to Jaquan Shea. Dule Zaire. A little bit pissed off. He was going to try to go for a springboard, it was seeming. Jaquan Shea has had a long time to rest. Let's see if he can finish this matchup off. Neck first into that top turnbuckle went Zaire, then just going limp like a wet spaghetti noodle. Oh, and Jaquan Shea with the Kiwi Crushers. Stiff kicks to the chest, and that final kick will go right to the side of Zaire's head. Zaire looks to be completely out of it, guys. Jaquan Shea wants to follow through. Counters to counter to counter to counter with that wheel kick. Zaire fires off. Kick to the midsection, though. Busta. Reverse by Zaire up in the air. Knee down to the top of the head. And now, the last laugh. The last laugh by Dule. But he completely collapses. Both men are down and out of it. What has been an awesome 6-man tag team match. Can Zaire actually start to move and get to the pin in time? Jaquan, it still looks to be in another dimension, but Zaire is equally as out of it. Oh my God, Jaquan is that. Oh, as if Jaquan pins him, I swear. Jaquan pins Zaire. If he actually wins, that would have been the greatest thing ever. Zaire fucking killed himself hitting the last laugh. And now Jaquan, leg it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby. Zaire fires back with a hatch suplex. Who's going to bring home the victory in this 6-man tag team matchup to kick off Genesis? Number 126 is Jaquan is grabbed by the sides of his head. Trip up though by Jaquan. Stomp to the back of the head now. Dule wants to tag to Brett Angel. Or D'Angelo Prince, somebody. Jaquan Shea might be the one looking for a tag. Or going to the apron. Springboard crossbody connects. Nicely. A lot of damage to the lower back there. Xander Slate looking to be completely out of it. Oh, dirty heel tactics by the Anarchy champion. Brett Angel having absolutely none of that shit. Jaquan Shea looking pissed off as now he wants to tag to Randy Orton, and he's going to get it. Here comes the Milkman. Zaire is fresh for the pickings as Orton immediately looks to take him down. Vintage Moo Man, go home driver. 1, 2. Brett Angel not only picks up the pin, but also takes out Slate. Orton not happy about that. Talking some shit right to Angel's face as Orton puts his finger back to the trigger, lining up the shot. Zaire to his feet, having no idea where he is. Bartow end. But there's no Slate to defend the pin. It's up to Jaquan if he can. 1, 2. Oh, what? D'Angelo somehow broke up the pin, and then Jaquan turned to, I don't know what happened there. I can't even fathom. But Orton again. Oh! Orton looking for another Borto, and it got taken out blindsided by that coronation. Zaire to his feet, but he's in La La Land, sleeping on his feet. Orton's completely out of it as well. Orton moves out of the way, enough time to recover from that. Big hook to the chest. And Bortoeng again. But keep in mind, Prince is still in the ring. He seems to be sleeping in the corner, though. Will that do it? Yes, it will. Good Brothers and Jaquan Shea pick up the win here over D'Angelo, Prince, and Brule after an amazing 6-man tag team matchup. Prince was busy taking a nap there in the corner. The Good Brothers and Jaquan Shea pick up some momentum heading into Homecoming 3 next Sunday, where, of course, Xander Slate will meet Ricky Spanish, while Jaquan Shea defends the Anarchy title against D'Angelo Prince. Now, guys, up next, we got to do some singles action. Still a lot to get to. That was just our opening match. Adam Valentine, Dallas Steele, one-on-one, no fun. Martini, Matsuda Tanaka. We've got the Forsaken back in action after making their debut last week. Tonight, they take on Zach Cage and Mark Intel of the 7 Deadly Sins. Not to mention that main event, the finals of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational. 2 out of 3 falls. Reese Ortiz and Joshua finally come to blows, knowing that they have to work as partners next Sunday at Homecoming 3 in the Fusion versus Genesis 8-man elimination tag team match. But up next, we have got a first-time encounter, and one that could definitely prove to be a show stealer. John Reed another teammate of that 8-man elimination tag team matchup at Homecoming 3 for Genesis, along with Sam Valentine, who we also know will also be in action later on in our co-main event, filling in for Elijah Stewart against Deshaun Porter. Yo, what up, big time gamer? Welcome, my friend. But tonight, John Reed certainly has a big opportunity ahead of him to knock off the #1 contender for the Alpha World Championship. Of course, El Jefe, the winner of the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble, has chosen to face his own friend, Chris Andrews, the Bloody Brit, for the Alpha World title at Homecoming 3 next Sunday. And John Reed certainly knows the Brit very well, challenged him for the championship back at Wildcard, even came close a couple of times to winning. John Reed definitely does have a new look about him. The leader of the 7 deadly sins, shrouded in darkness. The fallen angel ready for battle here on Genesis number 126. Will he be able to handle the fast-paced offense of El Jefe, though? A man who has shocked the world and seriously impressed many these past couple of months. Since winning the Rumble, El Jefe has been unbeaten, riding a huge wave of momentum, and I don't know that the Brit will be able to handle it come Homecoming 3. Because we know that Andrews is coming off that loss last week to Josh Wolf. He's not in action tonight. Meanwhile, Jefe just picking up them wins left and right. And of course, as always, joined by his 500-pound friend, Joey Bacon. And of course, a part of that unbeaten streak since the Rumble, El Jefe defeated both Chris Andrews and Tops Newsom in a tag team matchup alongside Bacon. So here we go. Joey Bacon takes to ringside. John Reed, El Jefe, one-on-one. Rings the bell, and here we go. Like I said, a huge opportunity, no doubt about it, for John Reed. If he could defeat the #1 contender for the Alpha World Championship, imagine if El Jefe ends up beating Britt to become champion. John Reed would surely be next in line for a shot at the championship, though you got to remember the winner of the Invitational tonight, it will either be Reese Ortiz or Josh Wolf, who will main event Cause and Effect, the next Genesis exclusive pay-per-view after Homecoming, to challenge whomever is Alpha World Champion. And we are on the road to Ascendant 6, so wins like this are pivotal, so important for superstars like John Reed. Irish Whip, El Jefe rebounds off the ropes, the 2-time light heavyweight champion. If he is to win the Alpha World Championship, will become one of only 2 men to be to have been light heavyweight champion and have also held a world title. The other, of course, being Hall of Famer Kendall Wolf. Arm track right there by El Jefe. So far, starting off strong against John Reed. Up to the second turnbuckle. Sends a little kiss towards Reed before dropping his full weight across the midsection of Johnny Boy. Then a drop kick right to the side of the head. I love that sequence right there. It's so clean. Vertical base. Irish whip now. John Reed out of the apron. El Jefe completely controlling this matchup. Shoulder thrust to the midsection. Bye-bye. See you, John Reed. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Referee Perry Webb begins this count at 1. El Jefe seems content just watching John Reed, allowing him to get back up to his seat. I don't know that this is a great strategy. John Reed catches his breath now, rushes back into the ring. Jefe's waiting for him. John Reed a bit quicker. Northern Light suplex, nicely done. No bridge. Weary of the rope break. Catches him between the legs with the head scissors raining down, elbows to the top of the head. Second turnbuckle, elbow right to the back of the head, connects nicely for the former Anarchy champion. CMV veteran hooks the leg here. The Royal Rumble winner only gets a 0 count. Elbows now seem to be the game plan for John Reed. These ones connecting flush to the chest. Grabs Jefe by the head, down on one knee. John Reed has the driver's seat. Vertical suplex by the bigger of the two, but not by much. Height advantage slightly, but I think these two might be around the same way. In fact, I don't even know if John Reed actually has a height advantage. I think he does a little because of, oh, nice counter. Because of El Jefe's little talon thing on the top of his head, it makes it look like they're the same height. Oh, surprise blowjob by El Jefe. You know the Brits got to be watching from that local pub. Grabbed by the arms, working on the knees as well. What a unique submission hold being applied by El Jefe, but that's not the final form. Now catching him up into a dragon sleeper. Luckily, Reed reaches out and gets an immediate rope break, as if he was locked in that any longer, even a second longer, he would have surely had to tap out. But now John Reed goes to the corner, and this is not a place that Reed will. Oh, nice reverse. Oh, nice reversal. Oh, El Jefe rallying. 619. By El Jefe. Shout out to the luchadors of old. Now into the corner, and I believe this time El Jefe is looking for that maneuver he's most known for. John Reed about to get a taste of that fish dick. And John Reed smothered in the corner. Will he ever be the same again? Can he recuperate in time as Jefe with the hook? No line, sinker! Into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and El Jefe picks up yet another win on the road to Homecoming 3. A valiant effort by John Reed, but he simply could not withstand this wave, this tidal wave of momentum that El Jefe has been surfing, I should say, since winning the Rumble. Little bit of fish dick closely followed by the hook, line, and sinker, and Jefe grabs the win here tonight. I said world titles, but I did forget Kent. That's true. So 1 of 3, actually. So El Jefe looking better. Quite honestly, he might be the man to put your money on. I don't know if the Bloody Brit is going to be able to withstand the role that El Jefe's been on. Or was I muted? I'll just do it again. Josh Wolf, guys, lets out a tweet saying, this is disappointing, but as long as we build up as a tag team, Reed will be fine. Yeah, no momentum grab there for Johnny Boy, but still a chance for Sam Valentine later on in the coming event, filling in for Elijah Stewart, of course, take on Deshaun Porter. But if I were Josh Wolf, I'd be getting off Twitter, doing any last preparations I can for that match against Reese Ortiz, especially since Wolf will not be at 100% now, following that attack by Jacob Ziegler before the show started. But up next, guys, one-on-one action as the self-proclaimed GOAT, Adam Valentine, takes on international champion Dallas Steele. And of course, guys, next week will be the Feast or Fired minigame between the top 4 placers and the Cyborg Invitational. We know the man that places in first, either Reese Ortiz or Josh Wolf, will receive the Alpha World title opportunity and the main event at Cause and Effect against either El Jefe or Chris Andrews, with the men who placed in second, third, and fourth, which of course will either be Reese Ortiz or Josh Wolf, then Adam Valentine and Reese Matthews. One man will receive a mid-card title opportunity, one man will receive a World Tag Team opportunity, and the other will receive a pink slip, and it will be fired from Genesis. What up, Radio She Gamer, my friend? Welcome back. Adam Valentine has been very confident that it is he who will receive the pink slip as a way of the conspiracy against him continuing. So if that is true, this will be his last night as a member of the Genesis roster. There actually is one more exclusive Genesis pay-per-view before Ascendance. So that's Purgatory. That's the final pay-per-view before Ascendance. So they wouldn't be guaranteed, because more than likely they'll be defending their title there as well. Adam Valentine forced to contend with the genetic perfection, the man who calls himself the God Killer, the reigning international champion at Dallas Steele, who's closing in, guys, on breaking, or at least tying, perhaps breaking the record for longest reigning international champion of all time. Won the title back at Point Break inside of the Elimination Chamber. The longest record is 4 months, set by Randy Orton last week. Dallas Steele is coming up on that. Of course, he's set for action at Homecoming 3 next Sunday, taking on Fusion's United States champion, Alistair Knox. We know that Dallas Steele will be defending his title next at Cause and Effect against whomever receives the mid-card title opportunity from the Feast or Fired game. This man last week took only his second loss ever in his CMV career when he was defeated by the Russian Ogre, Guri Sukhanov. So you know Steele wants to get back some momentum en route to coming head-to-head with Knox at Homecoming. Dallas Steele, no doubt about it, one of the most dominant men we have ever had in the history of CMV, and definitely one of the rising stars of this season. Yes, Fusion will still be on Monday. So here we go, Adam Valentine, Dallas Steele, non-title matchup. Referee rings the bell, and here we go. Dallas Steele charges down Valentine right out of the gate like a bull out of its pen with that STO. Look how high he got. This is Valentine's last night on Genesis. I gotta feel bad for him to be stuck against Dallas Steel. But here we go. Valentine firing back. Never count out the self-proclaimed GOAT. This season actually started off really well for Valentine, and then it started dropping off, and he's been blaming all of his shortcomings on a conspiracy, quote-unquote, that's being committed against him by the higher-ups in CMV. Big old thigh slap to the face there of Steel. Big old DDT right there. Stomp to the back of the head then to follow it up, and Valentine has taken control of this matchup as he rakes the eyes. His own body blocking the view of referee Perry White. Otherwise, Metaduck disqualified right there. There is a hammerlock lariat by Steel, taking back control with force. Jawbreaker, big old clothesline by Valentine. I mean, think about it. If Valentine does win this matchup and then is not the one to be fired next week, he hold a victory over international champion, himself getting the opportunity, especially obviously if he gets the mid-card title shot from the briefcase. Jumping fist right there. Back suplex again by Valentine. Up after that, stop onto the arm, guys. Dallas Steel maybe a bit shook after losing to Guri Sukanov last week. Got to get back on top of that pedestal. Irish whip rebounds off the ropes. Dallas Steel waiting for him. Chest bump, though. Not having good sportsmanship. Just a mistake. Back suplex up on the shoulder. Drop into a Russian leg sweep. Dallas Steel now has chosen to go for the arm of Adam Valentine. And when Dallas finds a target, it's if it's a lion in the wild going after its prey. So vicious. Dallas Steel pops back up, elbow to the gut, belly to belly, rake of the eyes again though by Valentine. Come on, Perry White, you obviously saw that one. Then a side kick by Valentine, a staple maneuver, and Valentine's move set. There it is again. Yakuza kick. Adam Valentine obviously feeling that, took his eyes off Dallas Steel for not even 10 seconds, and Steel is right back up to his feet. Valentine cannot afford to lose focus now. Drop down to the outside, see you bye. And Dallas Steel says, your time is up, boy. Get back in this ring. Big hook to the jaw, turned around, scoop slam, counter, knee to the gut. Valentine now shoots in, closes the distance, hook to the jaw from behind, grabbing a hold of Steel's arms. Chicken wing face buster. Up next, guys, here on Genesis number 126, we have got a first-time encounter as No Fun Martini will go one-on-one with Matsuda Tanaka, and what could very well be a show stealer right now. Hush Money by Valentine. This would be a huge win for Valentine. It would only be Dallas Steel's third singles loss. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Valentine thought he had it for sure. But 'tis not to be. Valentine takes a moment, hands on his hips, a deep breath, thinking to himself, what do I got to do now at Cutthroat? He wasted a lot of time, though. I know what he's thinking. Dirty heel tactics is what the GOAT's going to resort to. Double boots on the rope, not even a 2 count. Valentine seems to be pissed off. Michinoku driver, though. Desperately trying to find any way he possibly can to win this matchup. Tripped up right there by the international champion. Now Dallas Steel has him in his sights. The genetic perfection has had just about enough. Back suplex. Into the German suplex. Then turned around into the vertical. Dallas Steel is rolling, and that's not good news for Adam Valentine. Still to come tonight, guys, we've got the Forsaken back in action as they take on Zach Cage and Mark Intel of the 7 Deadly Sins. Dallas Steel shooting in for a belly-to-belly. Adam Valentine counters. Co-main event should be an interesting singles matchup. Deshaun Porter takes on Sam Valentine. And, of course, huge action in our main event. Reese Ortiz, Josh Wolf finals of the 4th Annual Cyborg Invitational. 2 out of 3 falls. It will be back suplex for the 3rd time in this matchup by Adam Valentine. It's been working out for him so far. Says, why not? Hook to the jaw now from behind. Back suplex again by Adam Valentine. Getting choked out. Valentine can be vicious when he has to be. But he's got nothing left. Adam Valentine running on fumes right now. I can't believe how much of this matchup he's been dominating, though. Steel now brought up to his feet. Valentine perhaps looking for that butterfly DDT of his. Instead gets a one-way ticket to the corner. Vintage Steel. Modified suplex right into the turnbuckles. Dragged out into the corner. And a stomp right down into the gut. Dallas still gives no fucks if he shatters every single rib in Valentine's body. But now, Dallas still with the God Killer. Tonight, though, he looks to kill a goat. Was that a fucking 1 count? What? All right, then. I did not see that coming. A 1 count. Geez, you could at least try to sell a little bit, Adam. My goodness. Dallas still like, what the fuck? Tries to refocus his mind. Reverse DDT down onto the knee. Right back to the work on the arm. Trying to tear the shoulder right out of its socket. Face to face they stand. Dallas still continues to control. Just as I say that, though, Valentine breaks free. Nice drop toe hold. Oh, into a modified crossface. Can you imagine if Valentine forces Dallas still to submit? Knee to the back of the head, straight punch to the face, Steel back up to his feet. And Valentine not knowing where he is. There we go, enough wherewithal to counter. And that fireman's carry. Great matchup this has been so far. Single underhook DDT. Dallas still getting dropped right on top of his noggin there. Dallas fires off arm wrench. Desperation pin by the international champion. 1, 2. I thought he was actually going to beat him off of that. Now rebounds the 300-pounder. Dropping a double accent into the back of Valentine's knee. That's going to make it hard for him to walk around. Into the corner again, and perhaps a second time. The modified suplex coming from the champion. No, countered by Adam Valentine. This time he saw it coming. Oh! Valentine! The GOAT! Butterfly DDT! Out of the schoolboy. This would be a huge win for Adam Valentine. 1, 2, no! I mean, think about what it took for Guri Sukhanov to defeat Dallas Steel last week. It's going to take a lot more from Valentine. Steel is a fucking monster. Lateral press, only a 2 count. Double boot stomp. That's just 300 plus pounds precisely drilled into your gut. Grabs Valentine by the tights, vertical suplex, simple but effective. Later in the matchup, both these men are exhausted. Who's able to pull out that win though? Valentine again takes a trip to the corner. There we go, second time. Suplex right into the turnbuckles. Dallas still thinking maybe that alone will be enough to grant him the victory here. 1, 2, no it is not. Dallas Steel hands atop his head. In his mind, like, what the fuck? I did not expect this. I think Dallas Steel might have underestimated Adam Valentine, but now Adam ran right into the God Killer. If we get another 1 count, I swear. 1, 2, 3, Dallas Steel. Finally able to edge out the win. The genetic perfection gets back to his winning ways en route to meeting Alistair Knox at Homecoming 3 next Sunday. 2 of the most impressive superstars this season gonna come face to face. That is gonna be a hell of a match. Valiant effort by Valentine here. If this is his last night as a part of the Genesis roster, kudos. Great matchup. See ya, Diamond, you sweet baby boy. Not an easy win, but a win nonetheless for Dallas Steel. All right, here we go, guys. Up next, more singles action, and a bout that could easily steal tonight's show, maybe be an early match of the year contender. Former international champion No Fun Martini set to square off with Ultimate Matsuda Tanaka, and a matchup that Martini has got to be feeling good about himself, coming out that win over Tyson Cage a few weeks ago inside of the prison cell after weeks of Cage getting the better of him. On the opposite side, Matsuda Tanaka has not been doing very well as of late. Tanaka, when he debuted earlier this season at Exodus, went on a tear through the entire Genesis roster, but lately, I don't know, he's been off his game, losing a lot. Tonight's the opportunity for him to turn it around, but it's not going to be easy. What up, Drip, my friend? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, still to come up next in our tertiary main event, the Forsaken return after their debut last week, defeating Chaos and Order. They take on two more of the Seven Deadly Sins, and Zach Cage and Markintel. Matsuda Tanaka from Japan, the Ultimate One. Steadfast, been one of the most phenomenal competitors of this season, but as I touched on, a bit of a slump he's been in for some weeks. Can he turn it around here tonight? God, I love this attire. By the way. Probably SVR. I mean, you only gave me $1. Come on. Oh, and there we go. That's going to make this match even better. I love a show of good sportsmanship. Referee now rings the bell. Tanaka, Martini. One-on-one for the first time ever. Martini starts things off strong with the hook to the jaw. I'm always sick. That's the grand theme of CMV. Grabbing a hold of the tights. That vertical suplex dropped into a reverse STO. Former international champion is Martini. Maybe wants to get back to that championship. We're about to enter a sentence season. Every superstar, of course, across all of CMV wants to be a part of the grandest event. The show of shows, showcase of immortals. And wins is going to get you there. Both these men know that. Forearm smash by Tanaka. Springboard knee to the side of the head to flow through. Love seeing that. Now it's Martini who's in a spot of trouble. Tanaka brings him up to his feet. Says, what up, fam? Reels him into a front headlock. Listen, Giovanni. Wait, is that you? That might have been somebody else. Somebody else donated $1 to me. The name on the account was Giovanni. I don't know if that was you or the other guy. Oh! What a knee to the guy. I think I heard the crack of Martini's ribs from over here. Vertical suplex flowed through nicely. European uppercut. Martini looks to take back control. Crossing the arms, maybe an elevated DDT. Northern Light suplex with a bridge, but a rope break called by referee Perry White. Goes for them legs now. Elbow drops to the inner thigh. Double boot stomp. You do not want to get into a striking contest with Matsuda Tanaka. Coming from Japan. Oh, there's that athleticism. Don't let it fool you, baby. Tanaka is the total package. Literally, this guy has everything a superstar wants. Wriggly eyes, though, by Martini. Digging into his bag of dirty heel tricks. Doesn't keep Tanaka down for long, though. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Pop up, you punch it. By Martini now. Might have just cleaned Matsuda's clock. Oh, Martini, we've seen him use this in recent weeks. That lifting reverse DDT. Look at how Martini looks down at Tanaka, never letting his eyes leave his opponent. Martini looks to bring up that sweet reverse STO of his. The action here has been a mile a minute. Good God. Woo, too hot in the kitchen. Shout out to Hall of Famer Kendall Wolf with that one. Hook of the legs quickly after. Only a 1 count. Tanaka up into a seated position trying to shake them cobwebs. Coming up from behind. Martini not giving him a second to breathe. Now some knees just digging into the chest. Martini now circling Tanaka up to that second turnbuckle. Now decides against it. Action rolls out of the way. And it gets shots out of nowhere. 1, 2. No, but just a 2 count. I don't know how the hell Martini was able to get out of that one. The sheer shock factor alone, that literally came out of thin air. He is not, Josh. He relinquished the belt some months ago. Oh, but while Martini is mocking the CM Universe, telling them to shut up and not cheer on Tanaka, Matsuda pulls himself up, still gets that shoulder thrust that knocks him down to the outside. I don't think he was specifically asking you, Topher. When someone asks a question in chat, I don't know that it's inherently towards you. Tanaka now back into the ring, and he's taking his turn to mock Martini as he's down on the outside. Tanaka said, come on, boy, you got anything left? Let's keep it going. Martini says, aye, bitch. Let's throw down. Big old double axe hit. Just caved his face in. Hooks the leg, only a 1 count. Looking to bring Tanaka back up to his feet. Instead gets a punch to the gut, hunches him over, and agony jumping cutter attempted. Martini's reflex is too quick for you, mate. Body block. Martini not exactly a big man, but he's got that big heavy vest on. I don't know why he's even allowed to have that. I feel like that absorbs a lot of the blows to his chest area. We should rewrite the rules here in CMV. Another too hot in the kitchen, or a lifting reverse DDT for the layman. Irish Ripper to the corner. Oh, Josh. You silly boy. Snapmare. Lance Martini now up to the top rope. Look at the precision on this. Back elbow right to the heart. And Tanaka looks to be completely out of it. Will the losing streak continue for the Ultimate One? Or can he edge out this win? Tries for a strike to the jaw. Martini, though, blocks it. Kick to the gut. And a pile driver. A maneuver that banned in many places, many wrestling organizations throughout the world, was banned for a short time here in CMV and followed up by that reverse STO. Academic at this point. Lance Martini gonna pick up the victory. Matsuda Tanaka's losing ways unfortunately going to continue tonight, as No Fun Martini keeps his train of trucking along. This is a big win for him. Tanaka's got to take a trip to Zach Payne's training camp, man. There's what did it. The spinning reverse STO. After that gnarly pile driver. All right, my little sweet boys. Tertiary main event coming your way. Still to come, it got Deshaun Porter of the ATL and singles action. Of course, was scheduled to be taking on Elijah Stewart, but after Bob Luger's brutal attack on the Good Vibes Kid at the top of the show, he'll be substituted by the Dream Sam Valentine. And a hell of a main event. 3 falls. Bad blood's been poured over. Reese Ortiz and Joshua finally going to be pitted on opposite sides of the ring. And hopefully can work out their differences and get on the same page for Homecoming 3 next Sunday. But first, we've got tag team action as the Forsaken Uriel Wick and Azrael Kane, who debuted last week, brutalizing Chaos and Order, now return to go at it with Zach Cage and Morgentel of the 7 Deadly Sins. Uriel Wick and Azrael Kane saying that last week they rendered judgment upon the Audrey twins and found them guilty. And now it'll be Cage and Morgentel's turn. Uriel Wick there to your right, and the hulking brute Azrael Kane to the left. And a tweet here, guys, from Reese Ortiz says, history will be made twice tonight. The first main event appearance from the antagonist, Reese Ortiz, as he becomes the first superstar to ever win the Cyborg Invitational with a flawless record. Tune in. Indeed, if Reese Ortiz is victorious, he will break the mold that has stood for the past 3 years. Every Invitational winner has lost at least once. Troy Voodoo went 8-1. Just insane. Went, what was it? Was it 6-1? Yeah, 6-1. And then last year, Travis King went 1-1. There was one draw there for him. So either that will be broken or Josh Wolf will keep the tradition going, because if he wins, then he'll finish at 4-1. So the Forsaken ready for action as here comes the true Dark Lord of CMV, Marcantel. Behind him there is Zach Cage, two CMV veterans, both former champions. Marcantel, former Anarchy champion. Cage, former Anarchy World Tag Team and International champion. This is definitely a step up in a challenge for the Forsaken. Nothing against Chaos and Order, but obviously they're relatively new. They're actually coming up on their year anniversary here in CMV. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see Azrael Kane and Marcantel get at it at some point. That would be a collision of the Colossuses. The Colossi? I don't know. Goliath versus Goliath. Marcantel obviously seems to be taking the charge here. Well, last week didn't go so well for Chaos and Order. Earlier tonight, John Reed took that loss to El Jefe. So it's up to Cage and Marcantel try to get a little bit of momentum for the 7 Deadly Sins. Here we go. Going to be Uriel Wick and Zach Cage starting things off. What could be a very competitive singles matchup between these two. And Uriel Wick quickly swoops behind for a waist lock. Snapmare into a reverse chin lock now. And Zach Cage is a deadly submission expert, knows a lot of ways to tap an opponent out, but this season he's been using that bridging Fujiwara armbar, so Uriel Wick best protect his neck, or rather his arms. Back and forth they go, feeling each other out. Now Zach Cage has a hold of that arm, just as we were talking about. Trip up. Uriel Wick like, damn fam, chill out. Cage closes in as Uriel Wick is up on a knee, and there you go, right after that arm. And into the Fujiwara. Fujiwara by Cage. Uriel Wick. Oh, luckily Cage decides to let go of it, though. Front headlock, and the target on that arm continues to be painted. Wick, though, pops up, short arm shoulder block. Swoops behind, snap, tiger, suplex. Zach Cage dropped right on the back of his neck. Stomp to the shoulder, then that was a clear stomp right to the back of the head as Wick travels up to the second turnbuckle. A risk taken early on, but it pays off. Senton cleanly rolls through. Now backing into the corner, Uriel Wick takes a look out to the sea of fans in attendance for Genesis number 126. Is this a smart strategy, though? Perhaps the newcomer getting in over his head, taking his eye out the ball, especially against someone like Zach Cage. Knows the game inside and out. Reverse DDT down onto the knee. Zach Cage, high kick. That just took Uriel Wick right off his feet. Pronto, Irish whipper to the corner, maybe looking for a tag to Big Mark. Uriel Wick denies it though, boot to the side of the head, elbow to the side of the head though, now a scoop slam, Wick drops down behind, punch to the back of the head. Wick sending Cage take a little bit of a trip over to the corner of the Forsaken. Tag to Azrael Kane. And the Forsaken look to make tonight a quick one. God's Eye. Into the pin. Wick looks to stop Marcantel, but fails miserably in doing so. Now Marcantel, though, going to fall prey to the numbers game. Remember, Azrael Kane is now the legal man. Marcantel's got to get out of the ring, lest he risk a disqualification count from referee Perry White here. Zach Cage still out of it from the God's Eye as Kane just whips him about like a rag doll. Power bomb position. Saying what up to Marcantel. Drops Cage off the shoulders. Face first down onto that turnbuckle for a snake eyes. Kick to the gut, reeled into a front headlock. Another kick to the gut. Look at the sheer fucking size of this Azrael Kane. This man is what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Holy shit. Wrapping Cage's own arm around his throat and then bringing him up into a goddamn torture rack. This is like a torture rack sleeper hold combination. Rip in peace, Zach Cage. My God. Cage has not moved on his own since he caught that God's Eye. Now he's going to get another one. Jesus fuck. The Forsaken. Once again laying waste. Can Kane stop Marcantel from making the save though? Well, no. Marcantel too quick for the Forsaken here. Look at Uriel Wick like, nah, fam. Let me get this pin again, cuh. 1, 2. But Cage given too much time to recuperate. Azrael Kane and Marcantel, the battle of the beasts waging ringside as Cage finally gets an opening. Let's see if he can pull one out of his ass here. Director's cut. Cage takes a bow. Deep breath. Every bone in his body, I'm sure, hurting a hell of a lot. Looks like Marcantel took out Azrael, though. That's good news. Oh, no, he's back on the apron. Okay. He's quick as fuck. God damn. Clothesline by Cage. Another clothesline. Ducks a clothesline. Oh, no, third clothesline. I thought he was going to go for the super kick. Now charges him. Another clothesline. Limp body thrown to the center of the ring like a wet spaghetti noodle. Zach Cage unloading now with some deadly strikes. Knee to the side of the head to bring it all together. You see, I think what the Forsaken have done wrong here is they kind of went all at it. Expended all of their energy right out of the gate trying to make quick work of Cage and Marcantel. Now Marcantel finally actually legal with a slap to the hand. Uriel Wick though. Yes, 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 yes. Tag to Kane. Here we go, baby. Kane and Marcantel. Hopefully this ring is reinforced. Good God. Kane just getting chucked to the side like he's a little baby boy. That belly to belly. Deflected there, forearm smash. Counter with a punch to the pec. Ducks the clothesline, but gets it anyway. Seated position. Azrael Kane. Ramming his head right into the elbow there, Big Mark. Oh, good God, went for a chokeslam. Headbutt. That was awesome. Man, this is a singles matchup that I would pay to see. What the fuck? Marcantel. I have never seen a man handled like that. Azrael Kane with a standing belly to belly just threw Mark overhead with ease. You know I get excited for that thickness, boy. I love me my thick bitches. Marcantel. Oh! Oh, back suplex, man. Probably one of the most deadly back suplexes I've ever seen out of the 300+ pound frame of Marcantel. Getting some steam with that body splash. And there's the one. Astro Kane falls like a sack of stones. 1. Vintage 2K, just randomly pausing the game. Perfect timing. 2. Only a 2 count, though. The Forsaken, their very short time here in CMV have already proven to be valiant competitors. You know, Marcantel really wanted that tag there to Cage, but instead going to find himself in the corner of the Forsaken, and a tag to Uriel Wick attempted, but Marcantel reverses it. Irish Whip instead over to Cage. Big old European uppercut. Astro King cannot allow this to keep on going. Marcantel is all over him like peanut butter on jelly. Headbutt again by Azriel. Slow kick to the gut. Front headlock, elbow to the back of the head. Marcantel now getting whipped like some cream. Look at that launching belly to belly. Marcantel getting taken to school right now. Watch out, Perry White. You've already taken your bump tonight, my friend. Another attempted tag to Uriel Wick, but Marcantel's having absolutely none of it. Tag to Zach Cage. Kane's out. Here we go. The back and forth. That age. Oh! Wait, I thought Marcantel need him there. That was interesting. My fucking God. Astro Cage just whipping Marcantel up in the air as if he's not a fucking 300+ pound, 6'7" guy. Oh, Marcantel with some quickness, that rotation neck breaker. Drops down to 1 knee. These big guys, man, they're strong as hell. They're brutes, but their stamina game, not exactly the best in the world. That's why Marcantel wants that tag to Zach Cage. Had his time to rest, comes on in. Astro Cage's about the same size as Cage. While he's kneeling, wait a minute, guys, wait a minute. Cage, small package driver. 1, 2, no, just a 2 count. And at this point, what do Cage and Marcantel have to do to keep down the Forsaken and get this win? Can they even? Up on that second turnbuckle, that is quite a gap that I don't know if Cage can get, but oh, okay, got him. Now Zach Cage in the corner. Maybe talking some strategy with Marcantel, but that's a waste of time if you ask me. Leg drop there to the arm. That's an interesting tactic. I don't know that Cage could even get his fucking armbar locked in on Kane there. So goddamn beefy. Tag to Marcantel. Frequent tags now between the 7 deadly sins, especially late into a matchup, is such a great strategy. Taken by the ponytail. Snapmare. Strong kick to the back and sent shooting pains up and down that spine, no doubt about it. Oh dear fucking Lord, I truly do pray that ring is reinforced. Deadly powerbomb by Big Mark. See how Marcantel's shoulders are slumped though, he's so tired. Punch to the gut there, though. Astro Kid is actually in a world of trouble. Caught with that Irish whip. Tag to Uriel Wick. No, still, Marcantel's denying it. Slowly but surely. Cage is like, let me get the fuck out of here before you do whatever you're thinking about doing. Tree of Woe position. Astro Kane. The blood rush to his head. Nice reversal, though. Knee to the face. Kane breaks through. Can he finally get the tag? Nope. Nope. Shut down. Good God almighty. Marcantel charging. Oh! Our gargantuan-sized Uranagi to block him out. Uriel Wick even ready for the tag. What the fuck was that? Oh my God. Oh my God. These belly to bellies. Zach Cage right there for the hot tag. So close to getting it. Marcantel still with some fight left in him yet, though. Another power bomb. Oh, the beast bomb. 1, 2, 3. Uriel Wick, boy, with that save of the century, and then taking out Marcantel. Little bit of Dr. Teeth to give his boy Kane some time, but he's also stuck in the big fat legs of Marcantel. Can he get out of the ring before Perry White disqualifies him? Yeah, there he goes. Marcantel up on one knee. Ashgo Kane now beginning to stir as well. Who gets up first? It's going to be Big Mark, who goes after Uriel. Wrong move. Boot to the side of the head. And that leaves Marcantel exposed. Headbutt. Just absolutely dominating now as Kane turning Marcantel's kidneys into mush. Then just tossing to the side like garbage. Another headbutt. Goodness gracious. Cage is currently down on the outside. We just got a little glimpse of him trying to get up using the apron there. Irish whipper to the corner. Astro Kane charges. Marcantel moves out of the way, though. Hard-fought tag team contest here. Tertiary main event of Genesis number 126. Cage back to the apron as Kane looks for that hot tag, and he'll find it. Jumping right past Marcantel. Here comes Wick now. And right into a spine buster. Talk about getting shot down. Marcantel just staring down at Wick, who's looking up at the lights like he has no idea where he is. Marcantel now, guys. Astro Kane is down on the outside. There's nobody now. Wick with that bow hammer right to the side of the head. Uno, dos, two. Not a trace, Topher. No trace. Marcantel seems baffled by it. He can't believe it. Has to take a moment to himself in the corner there. Uriel Wick takes it with a pinch of salt. Face first off that turnbuckle. Marcantel wants, oh nope, gonna try to put him up high. Uriel Wick with a punch to, oh, and you, Jesus Christ, the Forsaken with these, oh no, don't tell me. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Is this arena reinforced? Superplex to the outside of the ring. Marcantel having seizures. Uriel Wick might have done just as much damage to himself, though. And now Cage catching him from behind with a back suplex. Goodness gracious. Uriel Wick now forced to do battle with Cage as Marcantel tries to regain his composure. Uriel Wick taking on everybody. Astro Cage is chilling back out his corner, I guess. CBA. Back suplex again, guys, but keep your ears open. Referee Perry White at the count of 6. As Zach Cage continues to wail on a Wick here, Marcantel gets back in the ring. No, Cage sends him. Marcantel follows through. Marcantel somehow is the man in control after taking a fucking 10-foot plus plummet from the top turnbuckle to the outside of the ring. The resiliency of all 4 of these guys. This has been a fucking war. Trio of gut-wrench suplexes treating Uriel Wick like a slab of meat. Is Big Mark now dragging him. I don't know what the point of that was. Okay, tagged to Cage. See if Cage can perhaps wrap things up, get some vengeance for the 7 deadly sins, for chaos and order. Out onto the apron, taken to the air. Is that such a good idea? Oh, pays off. Nice senton. Gonna go say what up to Astral Kane. The confidence on Cage, though. Now Zach Cage gonna mount Wick and just unloading with some right hand stomp to the gut on his way out. Cage, Cage! Oh, there it is! He's got it locked in! The arm should not bend that way, but Uriel Wick somehow able to slip out of it. The damage to his arm seems done, and a spear by Cage, to which Wick responds by immediately making a hot tag, no selling for days. Oh, Kane getting chopped down. Oh my God, the strength by Cage with that deadlift pop-up back suplex. Elbow to the back of the head, kick to the midsection, misses that kick. Astral Kane able to duck it, gets back up to his feet, perhaps out of pure instinct. That time with the Mo Cage down, but Wick is still out of it on the outside, snares a spear. Mamma mia. SpaghettiOs. Astral Kane, the towering inferno, now looks to deal with the situation himself. Big slam, front slam by Kane, and will that do it? 1, 2, nearly mayhap, but Markintow breaks up the pin, and now he's gonna get a taste. Oh, Kane saying, no, man, I got some more, baby. Cage to his feet like, goddamn, get murdered. This time directly into the pin. Can Wick stop Markintow? No, he can't. No, but the 3 count before Mark can make the save. The Forsaken knock off another 2 of the 7 deadly sins. That was perhaps one of the closest pins I have ever seen in my days of calling CMV action. Just edging out the 3 count there before Mark made the save. Another 2 sins vanquished by the Forsaken. I said it last week. These 2 are the next big thing. Mark my words. Now it is co-main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into our final matchup of the evening, of course, the finals of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational 2 out of 3 falls. The blood has boiled over. It is running red. Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf finally going to meet face to face in that ring. We're going to find out who's going to punch their ticket to the main event of Cause and Effect next month. Receive a shot at the Alpha World Championship. But perhaps even more than that, hopefully these 2 can work out their issues and get on the same page for Homecoming 3 next Sunday. But right now, guys, we've got singles action. Deshaun Porter from the ATL going to be taking on Sam Valentine. Was originally supposed to be Porter going one-on-one with Elijah Stewart, but after Bob Luger's vicious assault on the Good Vibes Kid at the top of the show, wrapping a steel chair around Stewart's, kicking him right in the head. Stewart obviously not able to compete tonight, and it's up in the air. He'll even be able to make it to Homecoming 3 now. Certainly wish Stewart a speedy recovery. Here we go. Former Fusion Tag Team Champions, the ATL, debuted on Genesis some weeks ago. Last time we saw them, they got a shot at the World Tag Team titles. That was 2 weeks ago. Certainly a very close matchup, but unfortunately we're not able to get the job done. So now Malcolm Fry gonna show his boss some support ringside. As Porter looks for a big victory. You know, facing Elijah Stewart, certainly, if Deshaun would have been able to get the win there, that would have been colossal for the career of Deshaun. But equally as impressive it'll be if Porter manages to get one over the dream, baby. Sam Valentine, a CMV veteran, of course, a part of Team Genesis at Homecoming 3. Sam, though, since his return and the Royal Rumble match at Absolution, has been laid out bare, has been slacking. Has yet to grab himself a W. Making Team Captain Josh Wolf second guess this pick. But I'll never count out Sam Valentine. You have to be a dummy to do something like that. Here we go. Deshaun Porter. Not the first time we've seen him in singles action, actually. A few months back, he went one-on-one with Jacob Ziegler. Actually, proving that he could be a viable singles competitor should anything ever happen to Malcolm Fry, knock on wood. Obviously, you can see right out of the gate, though, that Sam Valentine is the much bigger man of the two. And Valentine is also very athletic, as Deshaun just got fucking German suplex right into another dimension. Might have clipped the back of his head right off that second turnbuckle, too. Not a great start for Porter, as Valentine sort of seems to be going into overdrive. He knows he needs a win to prove he belongs on Team Genesis, garner them a bit of momentum. You know, Valentine earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion attempted to attack Peter Thompson with a steel chair, but, well, just as Josh Wolf attacking Jacob Ziegler, it didn't really end so well for him. Deshaun Porter now finds himself the upper hand. Lion Salt certainly give him the edge in terms of quickness and speed. He can try to use over Valentine. Back suplex right there. And a tip up. A little bit of showing off. Nothing wrong with it. Gets right back to work. Sam Valentine, though, sees him coming back. Body drop. An opening he capitalizes on. Kick to the back of the head. Deshaun, though, reflexes to move out of the way just the nick of time. Beautiful high angle back suplex. Goes for the arm with a stomp to the bicep. Knife edge chop. Gonna let that chest up in the 4th of July. Back body drop on the apron, hanging out for dear life. Sammy Boy waits for him, bringing him back in, just grasping his head with a hangman's neck breaker. Jawbreaker creating a little bit of distance, and especially for smaller competitors like Deshaun Porter, it's all about distance, having some space away from your opponent so you can pull off those flashy maneuvers. The escape is Valentine, though. What a full Nelson slam, the entire ring shaking. My Mountain Dew nearly fell off the table over here. A double axe handle now to the upper back, and it worked so well the first time. One out again. Snapmare into a reverse chin lock. Valentine not liking how quick Deshaun is, wants to slow him down, keep him grounded, which is an excellent game plan. Unfortunately, though, Deshaun doesn't like it too much. Elbow to the gut, another elbow to the gut. Breaks himself free finally. Shoots back in over the shoulders. Valentine not going to like this. Face first off that top turnbuckle. Snake Eyes gonna get him shook. As Deshaun with a body splash in the corner. Not just one, though. Watch out, Barry White. Damn, Barry White moving at the speed of light right there in order to get out of the way. Wobbles to the side of the ring. Right back to the corner again. From behind, Vintage Porter going to go for that O'Connor roll. German suplex. Sam has other plans in mind. Maybe a coast-to-coast or a dream shatterer, as he's labeled it. But Deshaun going to send it right back his way. Chest into the turnbuckle, roll through. Look at that angle. No bridge, though. Shawn now backs into the corner, giving these fans a little bit of a treat. Pandering, but will it pay off? Valentine, the time given to him, able to get up to one knee. Deshaun zones back in, punch the back of the head, face to face now. Snap German suplex, showing him who's the boss. Up to the top rope, perched high, body splash. By Deshaun, not exactly a big man, but that's still got to be 160, 70 pounds across your chest and midsection. Oh, Deshaun! Deshaun Porter! Huge upset for Porter. Edging out a win over Valentine. Valentine not going to be salty about it, though. Deshaun offers a handshake, and Sam reciprocates. It's not been a good night for Team Genesis. First, John Reed suffers a loss to El Jefe. Now Deshaun Porter pulls huge. Huh? I didn't change anything. Yeah, nothing is really going the way of team captain Josh Wolf. Everything seems to be crumbling around him, but he could definitely turn a new page here in our main event, because, baby boy, it is the finals of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational. 2 out of 3 falls. It is indeed. As Reese Ortiz and the Vessel of Fenrir are finally going to meet head-to-head in the ring. They will be teammates next Sunday at Homecoming 3. And Josh Wolf, in the week that he has left to prep for the Battle of the Brands, he has got to whip his team into shape, and that can start by putting down Ortiz here. Proven that he's the team captain for a reason, but maybe has Ortiz proved the world wrong. They doubted him from the start, but he has the chance to do what no other Invitational winner has done before and finish with a clean sweep. 5-0 is what Ortiz looks for here tonight. Remember, the winner of this receives, I should say, an Alpha World Championship opportunity at the next Genesis exclusive pay-per-view. Cause and effect against whomever, of course, comes out as champion at Homecoming, El Jefe or the Bloody Bird, it doesn't matter. And I gotta give Josh Wolf all the props in the world. He was brutally attacked by Jacob Ziegler earlier tonight after an argument with Reese Ortiz, to which Ortiz had the chance to help him out, but didn't. But still, he is here, and I personally think, even though, like I said, I respect it, I personally think it is a bad move. Should have rescheduled this matchup to next week. I'm sure Castle Fave would have understood. This is a huge disadvantage for Wolf. But you know he's got to be feeling good about himself after that win over Chris Andrews last week. He's riding a high right now. So here we go. It all comes down to this. The bad blood has been a brewing for weeks and weeks and weeks between these two. Will it be Reese Ortiz who makes history, or will Josh Wolf keep up to a tradition of every Invitational winner at least taking one loss? But here we go. Ortiz starts off strong and just unloading on Wolf. My goodness, the quickness of Reese Ortiz might be unmatched as he follows through with a complete shot, face first, going off that canvas to the second turnbuckle now. And remember, this is 2 out of 3 falls, which means that, let's say Reese Ortiz pins, submits, or can get a count out disqualification win, the matchup will then be restarted. It's the first man to 2 falls that will be the victor. So even if Wolf gets takes the first L, he'll still have that opportunity to bounce back. Josh Wolf now and controls. He leads Ortiz up against the ropes, slingshots him back to the center of the ring. Brings him up from one knee and a nasty DDT. We all know Josh Wolf as the master of the DDT. Seated position, and Reese Ortiz brought back up to his feet. Taken right back down for a ride with that reverse DDT. Second turnbuckle now, and is it smart for Wolf to take such a risk, especially when he's heading into this not at 100%? I mean, when I say a brutal attack, Jacob Ziegler beat the holy moly out of Wolf backstage earlier tonight. And Wolf's all night been tweeting out too. I don't know that he's been fully rested up. But you could also say that the rage he has towards Ziegler because of that could work to his advantage if he targets it at Ortiz correctly. Lateral press, though, by Reese, only going to get him a 1 count. Overhand punch, and also, like I briefly passed over, disqualifications, countouts still in effect fully. Another complete shot by Ortiz, doing a very good job of controlling this matchup so far. Thinking about maybe going for the legs of Wolf, wasting too much time, if you ask me, in his own head, trying to game plan. Game plan that should have happened before the match. Joshua hung up to dry on that top rope. That's going to make it harder for him to breathe. You already see him grasp it at his chest, his sternum. Got to be feeling some type of way right now. Slingshot leg drop. Joshua props back up, though. Right into an Irish whip, rebounds off the ropes. Reese is waiting for him. Chest bump showing good sportsmanship. Not. These two probably hate each other more than anybody else on Genesis hates the other. Oh, now Joshua got to get well acquainted with that top turnbuckle. 9, 10 times. Well, 11 actually, technically. Certainly ringing Wolf's bell, guys, and Reese Ortiz is targeting every single part of Wolf's body. There's not a single, Reese isn't just going after the arm, not going after the leg, the ribs. He's literally just completely ripping Wolf apart. And Wolf on the top rope. Everything is working against Wolf. Wolf with a top rope stunner. Shout out to the Brit saying, anything you can do, I can do better, boy. Well, that's got Reese on spaghetti legs. Now the opportunity for Josh to take control. Oh, here we go. Boy, my favorite submission. This is, I mean, really at the end of the day, it actually is a phenomenal submission. You're working every part, the neck, the arms, the leg of your opponent. Just absolute total damage. Reese finally snapping back to reality with a hook to the jaw. Wolf did not see that coming. Ortiz with a lot of pins, I'm noticing, early on in this matchup. Obviously, he can't think that it'll be enough to keep Wolf down, or maybe he does after the attack by Ziggler. More than likely, though, it's him trying to force Wolf to exert what energy he has. I was going to say, though, truly everything is working against Josh Wolf. His team is falling apart. His attack on Ziggler on Fusion did not go his way. Ziggler beat the hell out of him tonight. He did get that huge win over the Brit last week, though, and that's got to be making him feel really good. That's got to be the beacon of hope that Wolf is living off of. As he tries to close in from some serious offense, Ortiz, though, reversed. Not good news for the Vessel of Fenrir. Snapmare kick to the back. Ortiz now has his opportunity. Irish whipper to the corner, slowly approaching. The Helluva kick, countered, caught. Josh Wolf doing his homework, knee to the midsection. And a Hurricane Rana by Wolf. Might not expect him to pull out those athletic maneuvers, but from time to time he does. Josh Wolf really is a total package. Gouge in the eye, Reese Ortiz, the dirty heel. We know what's on the line here. The chance to go down in the history books, the chance for an Alpha World title shot. They'll do what they have to. The DDT, not the full pack of the punch that it usually has, but enough to bust Ortiz wide open. Blood now gushing from that gash on his forehead, and Josh Wolf knows this is his chance. This is his opening. This is his opportunity. Wolf has been in CMV just over a year. I'm pretty sure, right? Actually, I think his first pay-per-view was Cause and Effect, so maybe not fully a year. Yeah, I feel like it's been a year. Because Cause and Effect is a bit later in the calendar than it was last year. So I think Wolf passed his year anniversary like a couple of months ago. The inaugural two-time Rising Star champion. Wolf has never been this close to the top, though. Never been this close to breaking that brass ceiling. You see Wolf with his hands on his hips, breathing heavily. But now the Vessel of Fenrir, allowing the power to emerge from him. Ortiz, though, takes those few precious seconds to recuperate. Perry White, you already took your bump. Helluva kick, this time connects flush. Josh Wolf seems to be completely out of it. Ortiz with a pin out of desperation, hooks the leg. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Remember, it's 2 out of 3 falls. We still haven't had 1 fall yet. Reese Ortiz looks at referee Perry White. You gotta be kidding me. Then turns his attention back to Wolf. Did he waste too much time, though? Yes, he did. Wolf's waiting for him, reels him in over the head. With the fireman's carry overhand punch now, knee to the gut. Reese Ortiz is getting mollywopped. Counters, though, and Reese Ortiz lets out a roar, letting everybody know he is still A-OK, and a lawn dart. Josh Wolf now has got his head smashed off both turnbuckles. Will he get acquainted with the bottom one? Oh, the jaws of Fenrir coming out of nowhere. Wolf, does he have it? 1, 2, 3, no. 2.99999. How close was that? Josh Wolf has to be stunned, but he tries to keep his eye on the ball. Make sure he maintains that driver's seat. Reese Ortiz hurting for certain, but fighting through the pain with all that's on the line. In the corner again, Reese Ortiz measures up. Wolf Helluva kick a second time. About to start knocking some teeth down his throat. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. This matchup has been non-stop since the bell rung. No rest between either of these men. And now waiting in the wings. Knee to the gut, kick to the chest, elbow to the side of the head, kicks out the knee, knee to the temple. Wolf is out of it. Eyes glazed over. Those Ortiz have the first fall. 1, 2, no! What's it gonna take? We haven't even reached the first fall yet. This is incredible. Josh Wolf, the workhorse. Nice tilt-a-whirl DDT right there. The agility of Josh Wolf coming into play. Reese Ortiz probably wasn't training for that, getting ready for that. Not expecting it. 1, 2. Now pinning after every move because anything at this point could be what gets the 3 count. Josh Wolf looking to turn Ortiz's chest into hamburger meat with these knees. These precision knees. Kick up out of the jaw. Josh Wolf, though, very smart. Well, tried to roll to the apron anyhow. Buy himself a little bit of time, but Ortiz too quick to stop him. Lateral press. Ortiz continues to pin as much as he possibly can. Reese Ortiz's first main event, as he tweeted out earlier, mentioning. Gotta have butterflies in the pit of his stomach. One of the fastest rising stars, especially if he actually wins this match. Shoulder thrust, but Wolf moved out of the way just the nick of time. Reese Ortiz ramming his own shoulder into the turnbuckle. Another DDT, man. Wolf is getting more and more tired, though, as this match continues. Running on nothing but fumes. And look at that. Wolf's emotions boiling over as Reese Ortiz is now donning that proverbial crimson mask, bleeding like a stuck pig. Absolutely covered in blood as Wolf looks for another jaws of Fenrir, but Reese Ortiz sees it coming even through the blood all in his eyes. Whoa, that was a huge kick to the midsection. My goodness. A lot of oomph behind that one. Haluva kick a 3rd time. Again, Ortiz goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Reese Ortiz gets the first fall. Oh my God, Ortiz off a 3rd Haluva kick, guys, has secured the first fall. And this 2 out of 3 falls match, this means Wolf has to work overtime. He has to come back and secure 2 falls, either by pin, submission, countout, or DQ. But Reese Ortiz not looking to give him the chance. Immediately looks to put him down for the 2nd time. Elbow to the side of the head, kicks out the knee, knee to the side of the head. Wolf now busted wide open. Does Ortiz have it? Could Ortiz make history? Can he run the gauntlet? Clean sweep, hooks the leg. Percy, or Perry, why do we keep calling him Percy? That's not enough. Josh Wolf somehow gets pinned off the Haluva kick, but then comes back digging way down deep to get out of that one. Ortiz is like, you gotta be kidding me. Blood dripping down off his face, down onto Wolf. Wolf's bleeding. This is an absolutely incredible match. Reese Ortiz is on the verge of making history. Springboard elbow drop executed to perfection as if it's straight out of the textbook. Brought up into a seated position now. I don't know how Wolf has anything left. And same for Ortiz. Both these guys proven to be next level competitors. Clothesline. This is a desperation pin out of Wolf. He needs to tie things up. 1, 2, but it's just a 2 count. Brings him up again. Reverse DDT with a slap of the tit on the way down. Josh Wolf now to the top rope. Is this smart, Wolf? I question the strategy, especially since he's down right now. But the moonsault flushly connects. These two laying it all on the line. There is nothing left for them to... I don't even have words. I don't even have words for this matchup, but I know that Josh Wolf is going to a drastic limit right now to try to finish off Reese Ortiz, but Ortiz comes back to life up high, and a doorbuster from the top, dear Lord above. And now Ortiz with a moonsault of his own. That high-risk offense by Josh Wolf might come back to bite him, as now Ortiz with it all on the line, not afraid to utilize those dirty heel tactics. Feet on the ropes. White does not see it. Will he cheat his way to victory? No, Wolf's not having any of that sort of garbage. Wolf now is pissed off as if he wasn't before. Reverse chin lock to slow things down, and Wolf most certainly needs to do that. Reese Ortiz not looking to stick around for very long, though. Knee to the midsection. Knee to the or elbows, I should say, to the midsection. Snapmare now. It's Wolf who's put on his derriere. Body scissors just trying to squeeze the life out of Josh Wolf while simultaneously taking a moment to rest. Josh Wolf has got to find a way to escape this hold. He has got to find a way to put Ortiz down and tie things up. If Ortiz gets one more fall, he is the winner of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational. He makes history running the gauntlet with a clean sweep. He gets the Alpha World title shot. Helluva Kick a 4th time. Drops down to one knee with nothing left. Out of instinct, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Reese Ortiz is the winner of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational with a clean sweep. What a match. Wearing the wounds of war, bloodied, bruised and all, Ortiz makes history, 5-0 to finish the Invitational. What a match. Absolutely incredible. I don't know how these two carried on for as long as they did, but I said it. I admired Wolf for coming out here tonight, but he honestly digged his own grave. He was worn down in the first place after his clinic with Chris Andrews last week. Then he got his ass kicked on Fusion by Ziggler. Then he's got his ass kicked again by Ziggler just earlier tonight. But still he came out here, pretty much handed the win to Ortiz on a silver platter. But still, what a match. And congratulations for sure to Reese Ortiz. Them in a battle properly? Can they work together against Fusion? I just don't see how it's possible, but now we know that Reese Ortiz will be headlining Cause and Effect. Who will he face for the Alpha World title, though, is the question. Will it be El Jefe or will it be Chris Andrews? We don't have to wait too long to find out. But Ortiz tweets out and says, Reed lost, Valentine lost, Wolf lost. I think we just found ourselves a new Genesis team captain. So Ortiz apparently wants to take over, it would seem. Feels as though he's rightful in doing so. But as always, my fine feathered friends, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do drop a follow so know when I go live. Exclamation point CMV. We'll let you know more about us. Exclamation point join. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. We are on Xbox One. If you want to join, you are more than welcome. Stop trying to beat me out here, Gumble. Our Twitter can be found with exclamation point at Twitter. Official CMV underscore updates, match cards, all that kind of good stuff. Exclamation point Discord for obviously our Discord. And we'll close it out, as always, with a message from the one and only Big Fupa Lord himself. Cocoa butter is the key. That's it. That's it. Cocoa butter is the key. Keep that in mind to live a great life. Cocoa butter is the key. I will see you guys next time.